Fighter is awesome because of the people that you meet in the community. Obviously, there's a competitive aspect. Not everyone can be champion, but everyone can be friends.
Everybody in this community is my family. Like, I legit feel that way. I want to maintain a lot of the philosophy and the mindset and the feel of the FGC. I never want to water down the FGC. I like the fact that we're raw, we're kind of hype, we're loud. You know, we're full of personalities.
Jesus, can stop me! It was only 8 man, it was single elimination.
What is he doing? Oh my God, the new tech! Did you see that?
It's just this whole community, man. I mean, I've done this since I was literally like 3 or 4 years old. My dad would drive me around and see fighting games and take me to places where we heard people were good at a certain game. That whole thing of growing up into it, like, it's become a real big part of my life. So this is the happiest stuff that could ever happen to me, you know? Being a part of the community, playing the game, seeing new games come out, it just, I don't know, it like enlightens me. I would not be here standing in front of you if it wasn't for the people that supported me. It's like I want people to be inspired. I want people to know that it's a good community and there's good people around and we will help you get better. So I do try my best to be as encompassing with the fans as I possibly can.
Once I started in Street Fighter 4, I was terrible. Like, I've never played a fighting game, and everybody was really welcoming to me. They even gave me like a list. They're like, here, practice these combos, do it at least 10 times each day. And, you know, eventually I start understanding the game more. They're just like, yeah, sure, you didn't win, but you are a lot better than you were back then.
The biggest thing people have to say about our FGC is that just like how open arms we are about stuff.
So I started playing, and the community on Twitch, they're super supportive, both. Is it both ways? They're either really good or really bad, but I was like, wow, like they have a very active community. And then I started meeting people like Justin, Gutex, Alex Valle. I was like, okay, I'm like, are these people like famous? What are they? Because everyone would be talking about them. And one day Justin was like, I know who you are. I was like, it's like, I'm nobody. And then he's like, you know what? I'm actually going to a tournament in Toronto soon. You should come out. I'm like, I was like, whoa, like people get really excited for this game. And I think that's what made me stay.
The way I got into fighting games was actually in 2009. I watched the Street Fighter finals, you know, Justin Wong versus Daigo Umehara, and I heard Seth Killian on the mic, and I heard everybody and how excited he was, and it made it sound like it was the most important thing I had never seen in my life.
That is a critical mistake, and Justin cannot be happy about that. And we'll see, Justin may make a change and adjustment here.
Justin's team yelling for him to switch. Chanting for him to switch, yeah.
And he is. He's going back to Lucas. I think his secret plan against Daigo is not working out. Daigo survived the onslaught.
I know he's been considering picking Sagat. In this fight against Daigo. Maybe right now he's not ball. Maybe right now he's
I do not feel listening to the crowd is a strong play. Justin feels happy about Balrog.
And at that moment I knew, like, I don't know what this is, but I have to get involved. James Chen, that guy is the voice of Street Fighter, right? He's just old as time, and he knows everything. He's been around for so long.
If you could see inside my chest right now, you would see my heart breaking right now, because that is a tough one right there.
And Seth Killian is like, it's like he has a joystick and he's painting the world with it, right? With his words. It's just so beautiful.
The arcades.
Yes.
That's where we grew up. That's where we came from. And the magic of the arcades was, it was an open space, but it wasn't anybody's space.
Like, he makes every little moment sound like the most impactful, important moment of your life. Like, Evo 2013, Sako did like this jab to like stuff Gamer B out of a move.
And again, Adon getting the worst of the delayed wake-up situation, updates in Ultra. And here comes Sako just like that. Dizzy, oh no, I said.
But you know what? This is not going to do any damage.
Big scale, but will have a mix-up off here. Oh no, he faded it out, Gamer B.
And that's it, Sako is going to continue on.
You know, to other people, it's just caveman smashing buttons, but Seth made it sound like it was an artist painting something, and it sounded so beautiful to me, and I was like, man, these guys are legends.
I think that Street Fighter is special because of the iconic moves that everybody knows, and it's easy to follow, very, very easy to follow. And every character has some sick combos that do a lot of damage.
Oh man, what makes Street Fighter awesome is that the way I describe it is a lot like chess. Like at the base of it, like it's a fighting game between two people and health bars and all that, but at the core of it and underneath it all, it's a mind game and it's mental. It's absolutely wonderful to watch.
Starting with the perfect.
I love that feeling that I could feel like the tension, the passion, that, and you know, like you could feel all the emotions that I really want to beat this guy.
Resources depleted. No life to get in. It's not a cosmetic. Say what?
I love the competition, the mind games, just the purity, the absolute purest form of competitiveness in a video game. You know, I love that atmosphere that I get. You know, the adrenaline rush when I beat somebody, or I'm in the stage and it's like 2-2 last game, last round. I love that feeling.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on,
wait a minute.
Hold on, though.
Wait a minute.
Champ's still playing here.
Wait
Champ's
a minute.
still playing.
Wait a minute.
Does he steal around?
Oh
He does!
God.
He steals
Filipino
around!
champ! Not only do you get Tasty Steve and ICX, but you get this hot, red,
You get
uncooked meat.
the grudge match. This nasty. You can't even eat this raw. You will get sick.
There's so many times in fighting games, like I'll give you an example, was the Wolf Crone versus K-Brad in final round 2017. And it was very tension. There was a lot of pop-offs, a lot of smack talk before and after.
Oh no. Yo.
Oh, this is free!
Oh,
let me see this.
Oh! Tell him about himself. Tell him about himself. Tell him about himself.
Let him know.
Tell him. Tell him about himself. Talk to him. Tell him about himself. Tell him about himself. That's what I like to see.
But right after all the hype moments, they stood up and shook their hand. So that's what I love about the fighting game community, is that there's a fight in the game, but it's only in the game. After that, everybody's really okay and very civil, or friends or acquaintances, you know? So it's really fighting, but at least we do it inside a video game. It's never personal, you know?
Thank you. I'm glad I was able to fight with you.
Yeah, me too.
就係因為全世界都有好多勁嘅人，我想同佢哋睇我喺世界上我有幾叻。呢個係一個智慧嘅對抗，唔係一個手嘅對抗。
當你越來越強的時候，你每擊敗一個對手，你就會想要尋找更厲害的人。
There are so many interesting people to fight in the world.
You are right, Kong.
對我來說 ，tournament 是最重要的。從很小的時候，從我4年級開始，我就很喜歡參加比賽。不論在哪裡很遠，我也會騎腳踏車去參加比賽。
Never would have gotten to fight such strong opponents if I'd stayed in this town.
我小時候，我在我附近的店家裡面，我打贏了每一個人之後，我就會朝更遠的店去挑戰。我就是這樣一路一直打。當我在台灣都沒有對手的時候，我就開始想要參加國際比賽。
I reached a point of feeling like just playing in the UK wasn't enough anymore. Not because the players in the UK weren't good, but at that point in time I felt like I had already exhausted most of the resources that I had in terms of player base.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Reinhardt's gonna take it. Final round 17. He got second last year. This time it's first place.
Reinhardt all the way from the United Kingdom.
If a person is going to play and take it seriously, then at some point they're going to become a pro player, which means they're going to need financial backing because of the time that they're going to need to invest in getting the results they need to. Has it been easy? Sometimes, yes, and sometimes not so much.
À la période de Street Fighter 4, je travaillais à côté. Je travaillais 40 heures par semaine. Tous les week-ends, je prenais l'avion vendredi soir et je rentrais lundi matin pour aller travailler. Du coup, c'était vraiment pas évident d'avoir une vie comme ça durant toutes les années de Street Fighter 4, donc 5 ou 6 ans, je crois.
I was only 22 and I won Evo.
What does he have left? Oh! Final pixel. Oh! Target of the hands confirmed.
Xian has taken it, and there is his country teammate Z.
Up there with a huge hug, Singapore.
your Evolution 2013 champion with Gen.
I was so confused when I won. That was the one feeling that I never had in my life. I was standing on the stage. I won the world biggest Street Fighter tournament, and I was so confused of what I'm actually going to do.
Oh, yes, fireball couldn't quite get
One
under there.
more. Daigo trying to stay
There
away.
it is!
No!
And Shin catches Daigo by surprise with a Dawson pick, and he moves on in winner's bracket.
Until actually I got sponsored by Team Razor, giving me a salary and providing my trips. That's where I actually see a light out and decide to compete again.
Money talks, right? And you know, back when I used to tell my friends, and I was like, hey, I play video games competitively, this is fun. I play in tournaments. And they're like, how much can you win? And I'd be like, dude, I got first place this tournament, I got like $100. And they're just like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever, you know, and move on. But now, like, we're at the Mandalay Bay Event Center where WWE wrestling takes place. Or, hey, the guy who just won this thing that I did in December, he got $125,000. You know, all of a sudden that makes people interested.
A worldwide fighting tournament. Sounds like my kind of fun.
For a long time, Capcom actually made a concerted effort to not get involved. What's really unique about the fighting game scene is that it was built by the blood, sweat, and tears of our fans. And Capcom had a fear that if we were able to get involved, that there could be a way of destroying that spirit. But at the same time, we were looking at all of these other success stories within the esports space, these growing prize pools, growing production values, and a lot of our competitors were really leaving us in the dust. So we took a very unique approach when designing the Capcom Pro Tour. Our objective was not to take everything over and own it and to produce all of our tournaments by ourselves. What our motivation was to strengthen the community that helped build the scene to begin with.
Organized here in São Paulo, Brazil, so we're here to see one of the best displays of the Latin America Street Fighter.
Dueling Dragons Dojo, Chengdu, China. We're about to kick off with the EU Regional Finals Top 8.
And here we are in Toronto for Canada Cup.
You are here in Kuwait for KO Fighting Game Festival 2015.
Back in the homeland, Taiwan, for the Taiwan Fighting Major.
Fighter Major.
Taiwan Fighter Major.
カプコンプロツアー始めてもう4年経つんですけども、本当に世界中に多くのコミュニティが点在してあってですね、でゲーム大会っていうのはもうずっとさらにその10年前、15年前ぐらいから各地で行われてきてました。で、この4年間、5年間に関してはカプコン自身がこうレギュレーションを作ってカプコンプロツアーというところを、我々が打ち出したところに今まで世界中にいたファイティングゲームコミュニティの人たちがじゃあ俺やってやるよ、僕らもじゃあ参加させてもらいますっていうところから。
And welcome everybody to Capcom Cup 2016, a culmination of the year-long Capcom Pro Tour.
今まで個別にあったファイティングゲームコミュニティが、一つの線につながるようになった。で、その線の一番最後がカプコンカップというこのラインが全てできたというところに関しては非常に多くの。
Again, don't be fooled by what you see on this check. This man is taking home $230,000 for first place here tonight.
I think it's allowed people that are not involved in fighting games to have a greater appreciation for them. It's given the fighting game community a bit more of a louder voice. It's definitely made a lot of waves, and now Street Fighter is mentioned in conversations about esports events. Before the Pro Tour, it was always like kind of a side event at some esports events, but now you've got like ESL who's hosting Street Fighter at Brooklyn Beatdown.
10 years ago, we were joking about this. Like, can you imagine if we could actually have big tournaments where people would actually come and travel see it? You know, like it just never was something that we would have ever thought could ever happen. And now we're here at the Mandalay Bay. We're going to be playing in the big old arena for the second year in a row. We're going to be on ESPN2.
When we started with Southeast Asia Major, there were only a few tournaments. With the increase of the Capcom Pro Tour and EVO and stuff like that, everyone started growing. Now there is Tiger Uppercut, there is FE Cup, there is Rage Art, there's many more small tournaments all around Southeast Asia. There's a lot of pro players that are coming out now. You see a lot more players from Southeast Asia doing well.
So thank you very much for watching.
A lot of people are like, we don't care about the money, we want everything to be grassroots, but the money is there for, in my opinion, one, to help people so that they can live off of this, right? But two, it's also a weird way to, you know, put a value on it.
A lot of people in the last 3 years have quit their real-time jobs just to be a full-time player. What made sponsors come in and what made Xian, Tokido, and everyone else have a viable career is the Capcom Pro Tour. Not even just the players, the tournament organizers, the commentators.
Now, because of the Pro Tour, there are a lot more eyes on. So if it's an opportunity where you're on the stream and you win, you might get picked up by a sponsor now because sponsors are probably watching the Capcom Pro Tour events.
Anti-air, Super's coming.
Yeah, that's it.
Luffy is your online CPT European ranking. The first one, he's the champion.
Le choix qui m'a fait devenir un professionnel, ça s'est fait que très récemment, puisque je suis professionnel maintenant depuis 2 ans. Ça permet vraiment de vivre plutôt de façon assez satisfaisante, où maintenant je peux faire ça à plein temps grâce à eux. Et ça libère forcément du temps, il y a un poids en moins, puisque là je peux vraiment prendre tout mon temps pour m'entraîner. Je peux prendre du temps pour arriver un peu en avance durant les compétitions, pour m'adapter au jet lag si c'est à l'étranger par exemple.
Oh man, he is in the zone right now.
3-1. Gamerby unfortunately eliminating his compatriot.
Celebrating his birthday in style here, isn't he, Logan? He's now moving on.
Nice to see that.
有了 Capcom Pro Tour 之后，你身为一个职业选手，你会有一个更明确的规范去评断说你这个职业选手到底水准高不高。你的 sponsor 到底要不要赞助你？这对我们来讲其实是很大的一个进步。
Are you guys going to be getting behind your players?
프로가 될 때랑 안 될 때는 그 약간 정신적으로는 제가 편한 거랑 좀 힘든 거 차이가 좀 있었던 것 같아요. 하지만 프로가 됐을 때는 약간 그 직업적으로는 결과를 내야 된다는 거에 약간 좀 급급해지기 시작했던 것 같아요. 그래서
And your champion of GameStar 2015, Arcabas Pungo!
내가 정말로 우승을 한 건가? 아직 또 사실 언제나 그 우승을 했을 때의 순간만큼은 내가 해냈다라기보다는 내가 해낸 건가라는 게 아직도 믿기지 않을 정도 좀 그런 게 있었던 것 같아요.
Actually, a lot of people pay attention to you when you win. So whenever they see you in a tournament, they will research on you on YouTube. They actually know how the way you play. There's nothing that is not found on you on the internet.
En tant que pro gamer, la vie est très fatigante parce qu'on est dans la compétition toutes les semaines. Il y a du stress quand même dans la mesure où si on n'est pas premier, on va se poser des questions. Pourquoi on a perdu? On rentre chez nous, on va travailler, on va chercher, on va vouloir s'entraîner, on va regarder les vidéos, on va essayer de trouver des solutions. Alors que lorsqu'on est dans un travail conventionnel, on n'est pas dans une optique d'être le premier par exemple. On vient, on fait son travail, on rentre chez nous. Alors que là, on est de façon régulière dans une optique d'être le meilleur. Et ça peut être très fatigant.
So I just wanted to prove that I'm the best. But in order to be the best, you have to put the best work ethic as well. You can't expect top 3 results if you're not putting top 3 work ethic. I blistered my hand, like all 4 of my fingers here, because I was playing 16-hour days. I'm training for Evo, but I couldn't train. So I learned how to play with these parts of my fingers while these are healing. And then I got good to play this, but they just started blistering up. But when they got blistered up, these ones healed, so I was still good to go.
Just sort of hold back and hit the jabs into big damage potentially. What? This guy, you're not allowed to have a good time. You were just put on your butt by some incredible choices. He knows Infiltration's mind has been fried. Both of these guys willing to take a break, acknowledge what incredible players they are. The crowd feeling it. I got to give it up as well. 15 seconds.
Ooh. Oh!
Closing it in. Can Gamer B get it done?
Now he's
another roundhouse. He's denying her. He's denying. He can't come in.
Uppercuts and then the throw. But only
will there be enough time? 2 seconds left. He wants a timer scam it. Oh, the final hit in the back.
It's not enough. The timer scam works, and Gamer B advances forward.
One of the most mentally draining matches of Street Fighter I have ever witnessed on a competitive stage at this level.
How was your journey?
You know, I actually had fun.
You actually had fun?
솔직히 저 개인적으로는 딱히 뭐 그 노력을 하고 있다기보다는 좀 그런 게임을 같이 즐기고 있는 사람들과 좀 뭐랄까 좀 재밌게 좀 뭐 어떻게 하면 좀 더 즐길 수 있을까. 노력보다는 원래 게임이라는 것 자체가 즐기기 위한 거잖아. 좀 그냥 무언가를 목표를 이룬다기보다는 뭔가 좀 즐겁게 놀고 싶다라는 거에 대해서는 제가 그냥 같이 게임하거나 아니면은 그냥 제가 뭐 좀 뭔가 플레이에 대해서 어떤 거를 다른 사람들한테서 좀 영감을 줄 수 있는 게 있다면은 그냥 그런 거 자체로만 좀 게임을 그냥 열심히 하는 것밖에 없는 것 같아요. 예.
Today, I added this guy on Facebook, and he messaged me back like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy! Thank you so much for adding me." And I was like, "Oh, my pleasure." And then he was like, "I've got to save this. This has made my week. I'm so excited." And so, when I get messages like that, I'm really happy that I'm able to make people feel that way. You know, that my success in gaming has made people appreciate me in that way, for one. And that I've actually been able to turn the success around into a form of something that creates happiness for other people. And that's more than I could have ever wished for.
我 hero 可能都係 Daigo 啊，因為我細個就開始睇 Daigo， 佢未出名嗰陣時，我已經有追開有 Daigo 呢個人。
Daigo, man, the reason why we're here is because of Daigo.
He's a legend.
He's a legend.
He's the god.
He's the parry god, bro.
I'm gonna go with Daigo. You can't beat the beast.
Daigo, it has to be Daigo. I would marry him.
我中意 Daigo 嘅原因就係因為佢17歲嗰陣時已經係日本冠軍。
He's basically the Kaiser Soze, you know, of the fighting game community. If you haven't seen The Usual Suspects, that name that you used to throw around, like the legendary status, would just like went to ridiculous, you know, levels. And then the best part about it is one of the first times he comes to America, you know, for EVO 2004, he does a Daigo parry. So it's like, well, I guess all of it was true.
And Japanese alike, back to give the beat, it's Daigo!
Rare footage of Daigo actually angry. Justin's turtle style. Overcome Rao. Now on the verge of putting Daigo down 1-0.
うん、なんかそんな計算してプレイしたことなんてないですからねあの時も夢中でやってただけですね。最初に気づいた時はその試合をその連続技を決めて勝った時に横を見たら その同じ日本人たちがこうすごい席から立ち上がって大騒ぎしていたのが目に入って、ああ喜んでるな盛り上がってるなって思いましたけど、その時は特に何も思わなかったですね。後から映像、みんなが盛り上がってる映像を見て、ああなんかこう盛り上がることしたんだなっていうふうに実感しましたけど、その時は何とも思わなかったですね。思ってなかったですけど、今はそうどうやらそうらしいという一応自覚はありますね。あれを見て格闘ゲームに興味を持ってくれた人がどうもいるみたい、そんなに少なくない数いるみたいで、それは嬉しいですね。そういうきっかけを与える試合ができたのは嬉しいなと思ってます。
I know a bunch of people who have only started watching fighting games because of the Perry moment.
Right.
And then, of course, the 2009 Grand Finals in Street Fighter 4 between Daigo Umehara and Justin Wong.
Of course. Oh no, it's all going to come right down to this. Daigo. Oh, Daigo Umehara takes it. And Justin must admit that was an excellent match, and the crowd is on its feet. Daigo! Evolution 2009. Daigo Umehara, the Japanese legend, has returned to face his perennial American opponent, Justin Wong.
Daigo's image is the archetype Street Fighter player, you know? Like the textbook, perfect player. Good spacing, very defensive, calculated, has some heart reads as well. But he always plays the Sagat, the Guiles, the Ryus, the Kens, you know?
Mad Catz unveiled 2013, he played against Infiltration. The day before, Daigo called me, let's fight. I was destroyed by him. It's a most impressive history in my life.
He's now got that bar from the EX. Oh! Neutral jumps it. He's got to take this now again. He's walking forward.
He's got super as well. He's got super as well, Dogan. He could go for a demon. He could go for some kind of jumping. I don't know. Something's going to happen.
He just needs to get across the screen.
What's Daigo planning? Oh, that could be it.
No! Infiltration got no way at the moment of chipping him out from there. Oh!
Oh, oh my days! Mr. Me!
Oh!
Daigo! Oh,
he's got the setup!
Oh!
I was just a up-and-comer until I beat Daigo, who was currently undefeated, back-to-back EVO champion. And then I just came out of nowhere and won my very first major in SCR 2010. And from that point on, my career just took off. It was like a pretty good feeling to beat the GOAT. I understand he's better than me, and he's the best player. But just to have that feeling that I kind of own him is the best. It's really so sick.
Look, the man, he's an author. He's a humanitarian. He works hard all over the world, internationally famous. Every time he loses a tournament, he gets a new sponsor. It's Daigo Umehara. He can do whatever he wants. Like, if he wants to play Guile, let the man play Guile. If he wants to flip his stick upside down and play with his face, I'll let him do it, and I'll still be a fan. It doesn't matter.
Oh, barely misses out of the combo extender.
And here we go, party time.
Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, he drops it too. Nice use of the Aegis Reflector. Puts him in the corner.
Oh! He kills himself with
Daigo killed himself.
And Daigo. A rare sign of emotion there from Daigo.
Look at the Japanese players at the back. They're all entertained by how Daigo was able to destroy himself.
インタビューの時や、試合の時は真剣というか、真面目にやりますけど、普段はかなりなんていうんですかね、ゆったりしたというか、そうですね。起きてまず必ず散歩しますね。1時間ぐらい、最低でも1時間ぐらい散歩して、気分がいい時は2時間ぐらい歩く時もありますけど、それが終わったら、ご飯食べてゲームの練習を始めますね。で、大体どうですかね、2時間ぐらいやるとやっぱちょっと集中力が切れてくるんで、そうしたらまた散歩に出ると。
Yeah, he set his console to Japanese territory specifically to play against the Japan players. And of course the internet in Asia, very, very good. And look at Daigo, little by little by little by little.
He's been whittling away that life. And at this point, now is this going to be enough? Oh, it is! He has escaped!
やっぱり初めてプレーした時、11歳だから25年ぐらい前なんですけど、ストリートファイター2がそういう意味では いやどんどんやれとは言われなかった分どんどんやれとは言われなかったですけどやるなと言われなかった分だけ、ありがたかったかなとは思いますけど、とにかくあれやれこれやれっていうことは、多分これ親の教育方針なんでしょうね。そういうことは言われたことはなかったです。勉強しろとかスポーツしろとか、そういうことは一切言われなかったですね。で親というかうちの父親は若い頃に好きなことを、時代が戦後ですから好きなことをやらせてもらえなかったみたいで、そのことがとても心残りなままやっぱその人生を送ってたから、自分の子供には好きなことをさせてあげようというのがあったみたいですね。
Daigo's got that critical out though. Neville's gonna be careful, jumps out of there!
Just jumps, just a raw jump out of it. Oh, is he gonna swim it? He's gonna catch him out of the armor. It's gonna reach. And there it is. Daigo Umehara takes it 3-0 over Nemo. Oh my God. We have not had many 3-0s in this tournament, and we just had one with the man who sent Punk to losers bracket, Daigo.
The man who came through the bloodbath brackets yesterday to beat all those would-be qualifiers. The guy of the moment.
エボリューションは途中で負けちゃってますけど、その大会の勝敗とかに関わらずサインしてくれ、写真撮ってくれっていう人がたくさん今年もいたので、格闘ゲームコミュニティの中で、強さだけじゃない何かを残せてきたってことなのかなっていうふうに思う瞬間なので、すごく嬉しいですね。